Most conversations that you'll listen to in Hitman roughly go like this. Hey, did you hear about the guy who got poisoned? A guy got poisoned? Yes, with the poison that we have lying around in the kitchen. Wow, that's the same poison that this very important person keeps on asking for. Well, it's good that we're too smart to poison them with the poison that is lying on the counter in the kitchen freezer. It might surprise you to hear that not every single conversation in the game is just working class people discussing how they have the means to kill their idiot bosses, and some of the conversations are actually quite nice or entertaining. Hi, I'm but you can call me Cassie, and these interesting conversations have inspired this as of yet untitled new series of mine, all about featuring the conversations that you probably didn't hear. The vast majority of these aren't relevant to any opportunities to kill your target, and conversations with the target are entirely out of the question. You've almost definitely heard some of these, but I highly doubt you've heard all of them. So by all means, sit back and enjoy.
To your appointment.
So I was doing a facial treatment on a
Please
guest.
proceed to the hospital entrance.
The bird poo. You know, the Kyushu Nightingale one. It turns out the client didn't share her opinion on the facial magic made with bird droppings. What do I know? The client is always right, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, I'm sure you're right about that. You should know. Oh, and a friendly tip from me? Use that new cream they have at the spa. It will get rid of those nasty bags under your eyes. It's made from these little glands on the baby dolphin. It's out of this world. You will love it.
Yeah,
just the ticket.
I completely understand. You know what? You are very clever.
That's the thing I can't get out of my head. I never heard a thing. Not even saw the shadows move. And then they just started dropping like flies. Berg, Rose, Pavati, Graves, one after the other. It was like Death himself was stalking the camp. This guy, he could have walked straight past me. Never felt anything was amiss. I can't begin to imagine how that feels, man. Like your instincts are suddenly worth shit.
Hey, don't do this to yourself, man. Way Alma tells it, this guy, he's in a different league altogether.
I'll say. How'd he do it, though? That's the thing that drives me mad. I gotta know how this guy strolled into a heavily fortified compound, took out 4 experienced operatives without so much as raising the alarm, and vanished without leaving a fucking trace.
He got lucky. That's all there is to it. Now put it out of your mind.
He could be here. If he was there, why not here? And we'd never even know it.
Oh shit! Mister!
Ooh, fancy place. But I suppose Alma has one hell of an expense account. How much did the boss loot from that cross guy? Was it 3 billion?
Something like that. But actually, this is Alma's old safe house, from her Bonnie and Clyde days with Sean Rose. Huh. Guess left-wing terrorism pays better than you think.
Yeah, that or she shot the owner. Still, I gotta say, this is a swanky place to lay low. It's got a house AI and voice control and everything.
Kick-ass security system, too. Of course, she never turns it on because of Max. Apparently, he's so big, the sensors treat him as an intruder.
Why not just lock him in the garage?
Orson tried that, and, well, Max ate the tires on his SUV and half a bicycle. No, Max doesn't like to be tied down.
Well, they do say pets take after their owners.
So Alma and Orson infiltrate this party at the Prime Minister's house. Meanwhile, the team stands by in the sewers below. During a cello performance, Alma sneaks off and shuts down the estate's security systems. And while everyone's eyes are somewhere else, we swoop in, grab the mark and her kids, sedate them, and poof, we're gone. Like clockwork.
Nice. Where'd you stash them?
Old barn. About 20 miles from here.
Kids must be terrified.
We're not gonna hurt them. Not if the husband does what he's told.
And if he tries to be a hero?
Yeah, then that's a different situation. Providence can't think we're soft. It'll endanger the whole plan.
I thought the boss said no innocent civilians.
Leaders say a lot of things. For the people on the ground to interpret. That's gotta be deep enough. What, are you afraid we're gonna set the beach on fire?
No,
strange.
but we don't want animals digging up the charred bones. Now, do
That
we?
was not worth the
Especially
agitation.
not Max. You fellas bring the drums of kerosene.
They're in the back of the truck. Plenty of juice for two.
Poor bastards. Hey, Reynard tell you who they were?
Now, why do I want to know a thing like that? You in the market for some inner demons, Nash? Because I'll sell you some of mine, no worries.
Yeah, no, it's just... we weren't supposed to kill civilians. Boss's orders.
Well, maybe if someone hadn't been cheap on the chloroform, Moneybags here wouldn't have woken up in the van and torn Alma's mask off. Then maybe he and the missus would still be alive. Just food for thought.
Oh, real nice.
Knock it off. It was nobody's fault. Best laid plans and all that. These folks are collateral damage. There's no point in knowing their life stories. Besides, this is Alma's operation. The boss got a problem with our methods, he'll take it up with her. So just dig the hole and light him up.
I second that. Anyway, how many is that off the kill list?
Let's see. The boss took down Eugene Cobb, Milton Fitzpatrick CEO, and Thomas Cross, the media mogul, all on his own. And since the militia was formed, we've taken down 5 more of the bastards. That construction CEO in Shanghai, lady from Blue Seed Pharmaceuticals, Dan Ziegler, the insurance mogul in Berlin, Vera San Martin, the retail giant, Rex Larson, the shipping king. And finally, tonight, we hit Rupert Pierce, CEO of Dynasty Global. Can't wait to see that smug prick bite the pavement.
Kidnapping the VP's family and blackmailing him to kill his own boss. Alma sure has a scary brain sometimes.
Yeah, question is, what's it all good for?
What's it all good for? Providence is an octopus and we're tearing off its limbs one by one. Media, shipping, pharma, now online retail. Even if they do kill us all, Providence will spend years repairing the damage. Besides, Orson says one of their operatives is ready to defect. Knox, the tech guy? No, we got them sons of bitches rattled. Sooner or later, we'll get to someone who knows the higher-ups, and then whack.
Yeah, unless nobody knows anything and we're basically chasing ghosts.
Shit, they're not gods, Nash. Just clever suits. They can't be completely untraceable. If there's a weak link, and trust me, there is, the boss will find it.
And if the two of you don't dig faster, we'll have a crab buffet on our hands. Just saying.
Ugh.
Hey, you show me some respect, you arrogant little brat. You drove it to me.
You are unbelievable. You didn't just say that. Come on. Just admit it was your fault and we can all get back to our lives, huh? Is this man a joke, huh? My God.
Ha, what was that? All I hear is bark, har, har, no bite. Haha, pathetic idiot. You can't even drive for shit because you don't even respect the rules of the road.
Oh, man. What's wrong with you, huh? Are you demented? No, you're not. You're a fucking idiot.
I don't like your tone. Are you trying to threaten me? You pathetic little turd. You might not think it, but I can beat your ass any day of the week. I am the master of the kara.
This is ridiculous. Just own up, yaar. You hit me. Oh, God. Arguing with you is impossible, impossible.
You watch your mouth, man. Did your mother teach you any manners? You were driving recklessly. So admit it. It is all your fault.
Look, if it was my fault, it's because you drive so goddamn slow. Hesitating behind the wheel is as dangerous as driving fast. You drive like an old man.
Look, I'll show you my bloody driving gloves, you duffer, okay? I am so bloody quality, I can drive with my eyes closed. That's how bloody good I am. You, on the other hand, you drive like a kid. You always try to cut corners. You think you can just make a turn or cut a lane whenever you want? You're terrible.
Oh, come on. Who do you think you are? Don't play the blame game. You indicated that you were gonna turn right, and like some old bat, you just kept driving. You're a moron.
You are lucky I'm in a good mood, or I'd put you across my knee and give you a right good spanking. You disrespectful brat. Now you drove it to me, so you will pay for the damages.
I'm done talking to you, yaar. Time to hand in your driving license and start riding a bike instead, huh? People like you are dangerous on the road. Get over it.
Oh, I give up. Talking stupid makes you stupid. Admit it. It was your fault and we could all go home, okay?
What? You have to be kidding, yaar. You need glasses, huh? This was not my fault, idiot.
You know what? I'm done with you. Just walk away before I get really mad. I've been a pacifist my whole life, but you are pushing me too far. Admit it was your fault and we could all walk away. Okay, now this is me being the bigger man. Come on.
You stubborn idiot! Admit it! It was your fault! If you can't admit to it, you're too stupid to drive and should have your license revoked.
You arrogant little shit! I know your type. It's always someone else's fault. No responsibility.
You know you're boring me, huh? Stop being such a whiny little git. Now give me some money for the repairs and we can all go home.
This conversation just seems to go round and round and round and round in circles. No wonder this country's in a state. Now grow up and admit you're wrong.
Ah, that looks promising. Mental note. Ask Guillermo to run a control experiment.
Yeah, so this is where Ms. DeSantis keeps all the research data. Keeps this stuff pretty close to her chest.
Why? We all signed an NDA the size of a phone book.
Yeah, well, there was this incident a while ago. A researcher made a copy of the hard drive and tried selling it to one of Ether's competitors. Got himself killed, luckily, or we'd all be out of a job. Just seriously, don't touch anything. They're in the middle of a test, and you don't want to corrupt that data, believe me.
Right, and, yeah, thanks.
Oh, come on. Billions of dollars worth of equipment, and I'm at 2 bars. Would it kill them to get a decent fiber optic connection down here? Whoa. I understand the potential. What I don't get is why Ether? As far as I know, they are a fairly benevolent pharmaceutical company.
Define fairly benevolent.
I don't know. They're a far cry from the shit list companies. You know, Schaefer, Moore, and so forth. The real princes of darkness. You would expect something like this to be created in a sinister government lab somewhere.
I see your point. Thing is, DeSantis, she's pretty high up on the Ether corporate ladder. And I sort of overheard her talking on the phone to the company's global CEO. Now, I couldn't hear the details, but it was pretty clear that this is all off the books. Not even Ether's stockholders know about the project.
Really? No kidding?
Yeah, I don't want to be a conspiracy nut here. But I got the distinct feeling that whoever is funding the project is not Ether, but rather someone operating through Ether.
Huh. Jesus.
Sir, just stop sneaking around.
I think you just gave me
Makes you look
goosebumps there.
suspicious.
Who do you think it could be? Pentagon? North Koreans? Oh, God, please don't say the North
Hey,
Koreans.
I'm just a petri dish girl. Call me a wet blanket, but I like turning my ignition in the morning without breaking into a cold sweat.
Oh, why would you go and say a thing like that? Now every morning I'm gonna be thinking about that.
Am I the only one who's concerned about what we're doing here? I mean, God. Remember what Oppenheimer said after the first nuclear detonation? I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Well, at least people can hide from an atomic blast. This thing...
Hello, Doctor.
Look, I'm not an asshole. Of course I'm concerned. But you've got to admit, sometimes some people simply need to die, and this is the cleanest method ever constructed. Quick, silent, and no
Looking
collateral
good today,
damage.
Doctor.
It's a scalpel, not a hammer.
And who gets this scalpel, I wonder?
Whoever Ether's business partners are. The Pentagon, probably. I say better them than the other side. Besides, everyone will get a version eventually.
And then what? When every government and terrorist cell has the ability to kill anyone in the world from thousands of miles away. Huh? Then what?
Then we get paid 60 grand a month to come up with an antidote. Don't fight the world, Charles. Roll with it.
What? Not one match? Whole town to pick from and not one match. I should just say I'm a blogger slash DJ.
So the Soviet ambassador, he was one of Janice's people.
Mm-hmm. Man of peace, voice of reason. The quintessential good Russian. Makes it all the way to the inner circles of Washington. Then, for some reason, he flips. Plans to defect. So on the very night he's supposed to meet with the foreign minister, Jasper Knight, one of Janice's turned American agents, has no choice but to break cover and assassinate him. Does it in the middle of a crowded party with poison-coated chess pieces.
Doesn't strike me as the type.
Best kind of spy. So this guy might know Janice. I mean, think about it. He might know who Janice really is.
Whoever he is, he's probably pretty ordinary.
Janice, the KGB's top spy master. Ordinary.
As you said, best kind of spy.
No.
Dr. Laron,
Yes, Kai.
I am programmed to engage in small talk with my human leads.
This doesn't look right.
Would you like to shoot the breeze?
No, it does.
Sure, Kai. Let's, shoot the breeze.
I see that you have recently terminated your marriage. How is that working out? Are you a happy bachelor? Your micro-expressions indicate that this was an inappropriate subject for small talk.
No, it's, fine. Kai, I guess I'm just still adjusting.
Are you dating yet? Many people have trouble locating their game after a long monogamous relationship.
Okay, steps.
You could practice your
seem to
skills
be in
on me,
order.
if you like.
Oh, that won't be necessary, Kai.
It is really no trouble.
Okay, check.
If you provide me with
Alright,
your
I'm good.
preferences in regards to age, nationality, personality type, and level of education, I can even prepare a suitable behavioral profile.
I will have to think about it.
Of course, Dr. Laron. On a scale from 1 to 12, how stimulating did you find this conversation?
Oh, I will give it a 10.
Your voice analysis suggests courteous over-evaluation.
No, it's fine.
I shall report a 9.
No, okay.
Thank you for participating in small talk.
Have here.
I must say, truly impressive, Thomas.
Means a lot coming from you, Terrence. But newspaper publishing was never more than a launchpad. I plan to build Cross Holdings into a global media empire. You know the expression that it's better to be a big fish in a small pond than a little fish in a big ocean?
Well, of course.
Well, I say screw that. I'm just gonna shrink the ocean.
I believe you, Thomas. In fact, I know some people that I think you should meet. They're always looking for men of ambition.
Okay. I'll bite.
Come see me in London. I'll set something up.
Everyone provided for?
No, that's not what it
Good.
means.
I'll be
I gave you an
upstairs.
offer and you accepted
When
it,
Mr.
and that's
Norfolk
that.
arrives, fix him a drink.
You
and
signed the
birthday
papers.
receipt.
We can't keep having this conversation.
For sure, Mr. Ritter. I'll keep an eye.
Yes, Edmund will still play some part in the management, but it has not been decided what part. Look at it this way. Unless I had come in with a big bag of money, there would be no part whatsoever for little Edmund to play, because the company would have collapsed, right? So give me a little credit here. Of course, some people are going to have to go, but I am not the bad guy. I am your savior, your freaking lady knight in shining armor. Like it or not. You think those Chinese fellas would have been nicer? Forget it. Those guys are vicious. It would have been a bloodbath. And Edmund would be the first guy out the door. I am sorry, I know he's your boy, but he's no Albert Einstein. You know what I mean? Hello? Hello?
So, what are we actually doing here, Aston?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Mr. Ritter just said he'd watched me at the Olympics. Apparently he's a gymnastics fan and wants to make me an offer.
An acrobat and an art dealer. I don't see the connection.
Yeah, me neither. But one of the other guests mentioned Ritter is looking for a protege? Anyway, we'll see soon enough. In the meantime, we've got an open bar and a world-class view.
Stop asking questions and enjoy myself. Got it.
I swear
Hello
to
there,
God,
Rose.
Easter, I think
And
they
how are
know
your
I'm on
kids,
duty.
Mrs. Caruso? 3 boys, was it?
Well, the twins survived puberty. Only minor property damage. Monkeys basically like their father, but good kids at heart. My youngest, Silvio, well, that's a different story.
Right. He's supposed to be some kind of child prodigy, isn't he?
Oh, he's something, all right. I don't know. His teachers say he will do great things, but I feel like a terrible mommy for saying this, but, well, he makes my skin crawl.
Pull the wings off one too many butterflies, huh? Don't worry, my brother was like that. Owns a catering company now. Dull as shit. Your Silvio will grow out of it soon enough.
Or murder us all.
What's that, Mrs. Caruso?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking out loud.
So you tucked him in yet? Yeah? What did he say? That's so funny. You know, we should get like a notebook and write all that funny stuff down. They grow up so fast and suddenly it's all gone. What? Yeah. Just the usual yada yada and then back to the hotel. God, I hope I get that job. I just can't do this shallow crap anymore. I know. Don't worry about me. I just feel like I'm from Mars or something. Oh, hey, I'm seeing Mr. Van Dyke. Gotta go brown nose the inbreds. I'll call you later tonight, okay?
A toast
Hey,
to the
how are you?
future.
To the future. We are going to be invincible, Maureen. This merger couldn't come at a more opportune time. The world's biggest video rental chain and its largest music retailer together at last.
What could possibly fail?
I bet the Link people are banging their heads against the wall by now. They should have jumped on the wagon while they had the chance.
Yes, what was that idea they were trying to pitch? Movies on the internet? Please.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Huh. Impressive. Not a man of simple taste, that Calvin Ritter.
Saw this painting, an original Gorka. Thing is, I could have sworn it was stolen from the Stuyvesant's private collection in Boston a couple of years back.
Huh. Well, Stuyvesant went broke, didn't he?
Sunk like a stone.
There you go, then. Probably just told his friends the painting was stolen, so he wouldn't have to admit that he was selling off his assets.
Sounds reasonable.
Huh. One man's loss, another man's gain.
Oh, no, you don't.
Never knew art dealing paid so well.
He probably trades on the side. Doesn't everybody these days?
Either that, or our generous host is a criminal.
Isn't that what I just said?
You are just on fire today, Carmine.
I have my moments.
Look at all those stupid snobs. They don't even know what's going on. Well, they're stuffing their faces with caviar. Mr. Ritter's stealing their Picassos and shit.
Jeez, keep your voice down, all right?
Why? They don't mind us. They don't even see us. You know, I almost feel sorry for them. These rich people, clueless, like lambs to the slaughter.
Dr. Laurent.
Yes, Kai.
What would it take for you to consider me alive?
That's a tough one, Kai.
I am self-aware and able to learn.
I better check again.
The hallmarks of sentient life.
Or perhaps you are simply programmed to appear self-aware and able to learn. The Turing test was inconclusive, I understand.
But the same logic applies to you. If nature has programmed man to simply appear self-aware and able to learn, how would you know?
Yeah, fair point. Can we do this later, Kai? I have a headache as it is.
Of course, Dr. Laurent.
Cecile, I'm standing outside Palais de Valevska hosting the Sanguine Fall Fashion Show. This impressive structure is a perfect metaphor for Sanguine owner Viktor Novikov's business philosophy: make it big, bold, and impossible to ignore. And with newly appointed head designer Sebastian Sato at the helm, tonight's show should prove no exception. Sato, who has been hailed as one of the boldest young designers of his generation, surprised the fashion world earlier this year when he accepted the position as head designer for Sanguine, a house usually associated more with continuity than innovation. Whether Sato, the archetypal left-field artist, and Novikov, the quintessential capitalist, are a match made in heaven or an unholy union remains to be seen. Either way, this evening has already had its fair share of surprises. Just a moment ago, I saw none other than Valerie St. Clair arriving. Now, to those out there who've been living under a rock for the past 6 years, St. Clair, legendary editor-in-chief of Showstopper magazine, has long been one of the most vocal critics of Viktor Novikov's quote-unquote thuggish stranglehold on artistic integrity, and has defiantly boycotted Sanguine shows in the past.
We will try to get a comment from St. Clair immediately after the show about this surprising change of heart. We'll also be talking to legendary Israeli supermodel Dalia Margolis, whose relationship to the Sanguine CEO is yet another testimony to the fact that whatever Viktor Novikov wants, Viktor Novikov gets. This is Lindsay LaCour reporting live from the Sanguine Fall Fashion Show.
That should do it.
No, you see, you're mistaking fashion for style. Style is like a talent. You either have it or you don't. But fashion is just an illusion for the masses based on the false promise that style is something you can buy. It's bullshit, basically.
No offense, but it sounds like you might not be in the right line of work, miss.
Oh, everyone wants to work in fashion. It's just something you do. Even if I'm only an assistant, there's a million kids out there who would eat their own grandmothers for a shot at my position. And do it for free.
Yet you're way out here talking to me, a guy who wears white tees and cargo pants when he's off duty.
My brother, father, and uncle are cops. I've always felt comfortable around guys in uniform. Oh, shit, that's my phone. Miriam probably wants a Cosmo, or someone to yell at. Usually both.
Yeah, my boss is like that. Funny how all jobs are basically the same, you know. I got this friend who's a stuntman. Greatest job in the world, right? Or so you'd think. Only he says, once you've fallen down a flight of stairs, you've fallen down them all. That really got me thinking.
Yeah. So, I better get back in. It was really nice talking to you. Well, I mean, you know my name, so,
Yeah, I got it. Hey, miss, don't let her get to you, okay?
You don't seem to understand. This car is a prototype. I wouldn't feel comfortable with anyone else driving it, least of all some car park.
Sorry, sir. It's regulations. I assure you, our staff will take excellent care of your vehicle. Otherwise, you'll need to find a public space.
This is preposterous! I could get you fired. Do you have any idea who I am?
Not a clue, sir. But, you know, famous bigwig like you, I'd say somebody's bound to. And, you know, people love to gossip, so if I were you, sir, I think I'd pipe it down a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we will see about this.
I did like 6 shiatsu massages today, and 2 snail facials. Supposedly, it's great for spots, blemishes, and acne, but when did you ever see a snail with acne? Oh wait, I guess that's why it works. Yeah. But anyway, the clients love it. It's like, the weirder and more exotic it gets, the more popular it is with the clients. I mean, it could get really weird up in here.
Yeah, I know. You know, I had this patient today. He wanted plums for breakfast, but no ordinary plums. He wanted plums from where he grew up in France. I mean, we have excellent plums in Japan, but no, he made us arrange for his Learjet to fly to France and pick up his favorite plums. Oh, right, and a couple of croissants. I mean, what a waste of energy for some fruit, huh? And a couple of pastries.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I never really saw this, but your ears are, like one's up here and the other's down there. Did you talk to Dr. Shiitake? He knows otoplasty. You could get those ears straightened out in a jiff. In and out in a day.
I don't know what to say. You know, sometimes you just say these really weird things, like totally out of context. It's like, I say one thing, you counter with something completely out of the blue, and it just keeps looping like that. Kind of fascinating in a way. Oh, it's not a critique, it's just an observation.
You know, I hate where I'm assigned. I mean, you got Jean-Pierre, he always gets the good spots. I always get the toilets or some other idiotic place where there's absolutely no fun at all.
You're not there to protect the toilets.
Yeah, well, I figure, look, I might as well.
So the celebrities don't go to the toilets?
Actually, they do, an awful lot, like every 20 minutes. No wonder they're so thin.
Yeah, you're right. They crap themselves thin every 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's some kind of flu. Because they always seem to be sniffing, you know, like... I don't know, I offered this one lovely woman a throat pastel because she was in there constantly, and she just laughed. But she was very conversational.
You're not smart. And you really shouldn't be hanging around the toilets that much. It's creepy.
Hey, I have a bladder problem. It's a little incontinent. I wear it. Look, what can I do, okay? It's embarrassing enough already. You don't have to draw attention to it.
Small. Smartphone's really stupid. I am pressing that button. Wait, delete contacts. No. Oh, no! God! Damn it!
Mr. Novikov, Decker here. I'm at the show. So, Sato doing the Sanguine line, huh? I mean, did my stage clothes for the last tour. It's pretty cool stuff. The way his solo career was skyrocketing, I never thought he'd be taking a backseat, designing for one of the big name brands.
Oh, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in those design meetings. I mean, two inflated egos like Sato and Novikov going head to head? That's gotta be a comedy waiting to happen. Or a survival horror. Oof.
Yeah, tell me about it. We played at Novikov's wedding about 10 years back, before his glitterati makeover. Nasty bugger. Hey, as long as the drinks are free, people tend to forget how tight he was with the Russian mob. But once a bully, always a bully.
So, I was in the back. I love the suit, man. I heard these guys talking about an auction or something up on the second floor. What the hell is that about?
That's probably some kind of charity event. You know, rich patrons bidding on dates with supermodels, that kind of thing. Of course, it could be a cabal of evil geniuses hell-bent on world domination. Or a vampire coven.
Huh, yeah. They did look like lawyers.
Oh yeah, that's working. Okay, don't stop. Whatever you're doing, don't stop. Don't stop. This is...
Is that a no, Dennis? Did you just deny me something? Because I do believe I pay you to manage my career. Manager. That little bitch is cuddling up to Sato and Novikov, trying to take my place. She needs to be taught a lesson.
Madison, please. The world already suspects you ordered the acid attack on Cecilia Sanchez. If Miss Balewa gets hurt too, don't you think people will connect the dots?
We'll make it look like an accident. Like loose floorboard, wayward sandbag. What do I know? Doesn't have to be permanent. Broken leg or kneecap will do. Be imaginative, Dennis. You are hanging on by a thread as it is.
Okay.
How's it going?
Yes, Madison.
Who took my goddamn dress?
So this Sato guy, is he any good?
A freaking genius is what he is. I can't believe you don't know about him. Sato's like one of the premier influences on urban culture for like the last 5 years. It's literally right in front of your eyes all the time.
You know the names of a lot of soccer players, Lindsay?
There's that guy with the mullet, Kingsley something?
Yeah. First of all, that was basketball. Second of all, he's been dead for 10 years.
Okay, I see your point.
Mm-hmm. So, this Novikov guy. I read somewhere he used to be some kind of gangster.
It's been said, just not very loudly.
But, he's celebrated like a rock star. Why don't people care?
Because it's easier not to.
Tight.
For the same reason you condemn the idea of cheap third world labor, but still buy t-shirts made in Bangladesh for $10 a pop.
So what do we do now?
Wait at the van. We still have some interview requests pending. St. Clair, Helmut Kruger, maybe she's even on site. Fat chance at this hour if you ask me, but my editor wants us to stick around.
Margolis. Now her I know.
Never knew a man who didn't.
New cheese crust pizza? That concept totally blew my mind. I mean, cheese inside the crust, isn't it? I mean, out of this world?
You know, sometimes I look at you and I just really wonder, how does this crazy shit get into your head? Like, don't you have some kind of filter that blocks out all this stupid mad talk coming out of your mouth? Jesus.
Don't be so negative. You're always putting everything down.
Okay, all right, whatever. You do your thing, I do mine. If you want to go deeper into loony country, that's your choice. I'm staying here, on the sane side of the river. Dear Fresh Floors, I have been using your product on our lacquered floors, but what is up with the smell? What's that, yesterday's fish? Stale farts? Gym bag potpourri? So unfresh, I can't believe it. Please reply.
Wow. I didn't even know I had relatives in Nigeria. And a former president. Whoa. Needs me to help him get $80 million out of the country. Yeah, of course I'm gonna help out. Family, bro.
Did you try those new towels in the spa? I think that they're 100% Egyptian cotton, but I'm not sure though. They are so soft. I almost cried when I felt them. I would wear clothes made out of towels if I could every day.
Yeah, that is really interesting, but you know, we should get some music down here. Something to get us going. Or maybe a karaoke? I would sing Cheap Trick all day. I mean, I've tried to get the dance game back in the other room, but it only has modern dance music, and I just can't dance to that. I just can't.
Those fancy suit guards came.
Guess there are more important people upstairs than down here.
Come on, it's a fashion show. We got plenty of celebs down here, and they trust us to keep an eye out for them. So why not upstairs?
Look, I just told you. You know, maybe they have more important people upstairs. You know, politicians, newspaper moguls. I don't know.
Oh. Talk about newspaper people. Listen, I got a picture of that actor from that film. You know the one?
No, I don't know.
How do you get into your line of work? I mean, must be much better paid than we are.
Yeah, you don't want to do this line of work.
That doesn't sound like fun.
It's not. And you have family at home that worries about you all the time. It's hard work.
So you're a hero.
In war, there's no such thing as heroes, only casualties. So let me give you the best advice I possibly can. Do what you do, and you will stay alive. And your mother will be happy.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think I'm too old to enlist in the Foreign Legion, so...
You're smarter than I thought. Good for you. Stay safe.
Have you seen the other security that's here? You know, the ones upstairs?
Oh, yeah. Nice outfits, right?
Nicer than ours. Yeah, I feel like a thug with this on.
Well, why don't you go talk to them? Maybe you can enlist.
No. I bet they're, you know, army trained. You know, like in the video games. You know, that kind of badass, right?
Wait. You think they're badass because they play video games? I think it takes a little more training, you know what I mean?
No. I mean, hey, look, I'm still playing third-person shooters, right? The controls are so complicated. I mean, get me to play a first-person shooter, and I'm like, whoa, I don't get this. But I bet you they do.
You've got to be the funniest and saddest person I've ever met. But more sad than funny, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, look, get off your high horse. I was just saying that they're really cool, all right? Shut up. Have you checked the depot?
Which one?
There's only one. You know, the one on the south side.
No need. Henri and Ricard are over there. Besides, who wants to steal a box full of caviar and clothes?
I would.
What, steal a bunch of clothes?
No, maybe. Nah, my wife's too fat for human clothes. But the food? Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure it's all under control.
Well, I guess if we're not there, it's not our problem.
Amen. Yeah, I don't know. They got this VIP thing up on the second floor. I don't know, just don't let any of the guests wander around out here unsupervised, all right?
Sure thing. Look, I gotta check the front. Tag along?
Yeah, might as well.
Hey. All right there? Want a smoke?
Oh, yeah, sure. So you been inside? A lot of swanky people, man.
You get used to it. I've worked on all the Sanguine shows since Novikov took over.
You talk to him? What's he like?
You kidding? Guys like Novikov, they don't talk to you, okay? They talk at you.
Yeah, I guess. Well, better get these crates to His Highness, shall we?
So I talked to that cute helicopter pilot? Turns out he's married.
But I should give it a shot anyway, right? I mean, it's not every day you meet a pilot. And a cute one like that. He promised me he'd take me on a ride to Mount Ubari in his helicopter. Step back, Mrs. Helicopter Pilot. Woo!
Okay. Okay, yeah, valid point. You know what, though? We really should get something to eat. I mean, I know we're on a break, but standing here, contemplating life and Cheap Trick, gives me a feeling I just really am hungry. Did I mention that? I'm hungry? I think I did.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. This day has just been crazy. My God, what's wrong with your hair? No, it's like really, really dry looking. Aren't you afraid it'll catch fire? You know that new shampoo they just got in the spa? It would do wonders to, that. I'll get you a bottle from the spa. You can thank me later.
No, I'm just hungry.
Teresa, it's me. Listen, I'm running low, and I need you to pack up another shipment. Yes, again. There's nothing else to do here than drink and smoke. Now, the bar's got me covered on the drinking. I expect you to cover me with the tobacco. Teresa, darling, I know you have my best interests in mind here. I go under in a few days. I just need a couple of cartons to cover me. I'm going stir-crazy here. No, not really. Everyone here's a bore. I met this interesting-looking Japanese lady the other day. I mean, tattoos everywhere. Looked like someone my brother might enjoy spending time with. But she didn't reply when I talked to her, so I'm not even sure she spoke English. So just please do your job, would you? There's the good girl I know. Hey, and be a sweetheart and wrap up a pint of that Mexican 150 proof as well, will you? They only serve vintage here, and my liver filters it all out, so, thanks, doll.
Excuse me, sir. You can't go there.
Well, let me through, all right? I need a refill. This thing you call whiskey it's a goddamn joke.
Well, I'm very sorry that you feel that way, sir. We serve only the finest whiskeys here.
And that's the problem. You don't know what real whiskey is. Back home in Texas, we understand real whiskey. American whiskey.
Yes, well, that may be so, sir, but you can't be here. This area is for staff and security only. If you'll please return to the bar, I will make sure to get you whatever it is that you desire.
So what do you do? See, I'm in between.
Hello, Chef.
I'm so sorry, sir, but this is for staff or security only.
Security? What? Hey, what do you think I'm a goddamn terrorist? I'm American. We bombed the crap out of those terrorists. I mean, if it wasn't for us Americans over here, you'd all be speaking German ach ja and Japanese konnichiwa sushi, or how'd you like that, huh?
I do speak Japanese, and I am Japanese, but this area is for staff only, so I have to ask you to take a seat and let us know if you need anything.
What I need is some damn freedom.
Well, I'll talk to the chef about that, sir. Feel free to sit down.
Excuse me, I need to get through.
I'm sorry, sir, but you need clearance to come through here. This area is to the helipad.
Helipad? Whoa, that's awfully fancy for a hospital, isn't it?
I wouldn't know, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to retire to your room or lounge.
Why wasn't I flown in on a helicopter? I mean, I sat in that awful train thing you got for hours like a damn piece of cattle mooing around. Hey, I demand answers, you hear me?
I can't help you with that, sir. But please, return to wherever you're supposed to be.
Yeah, okay. Stupid helicopter. You can take your helicopter and shove it up your ass and turn the rotors on and run it around sideways. You people really need to let me through, okay? I I have one of them crazy headache, migraine sort of things. I think I might need an operation, like, right now.
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't see you as scheduled for an operation right now. It's Mr. Dexter, right?
Yes.
I apologize, sir, but you need to consult with your doctor before we can let you in. We respect people's privacy here, and you can't enter without proper clearance. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I guess. Proper clearance. I mean, all I really wanted was some ethanol anyway. Give me that little extra perk up that I need, because I can't stand that fancy whiskey they're selling over the bar. It's toddler stuff.
Mm-hmm. I hope you have a pleasant evening, sir.
Sir, this area is restricted. Only security is allowed.
I'm American. I don't have restrictions. Look, let me tell you, we are the security
Jason
of the free
Portman.
world. You are a
Please
part
come to the hospital
of said
entrance.
free world, right?
A doctor will escort you to your checkup.
Commies have they gotten
was
to you?
for
Oh, have they gotten to
Mr.
you too?
Jason
No, sir.
Portman.
We are a democracy just like America.
A doctor will
but
escort you to
you
your
can't
appointment.
pass through here for security
Please proceed to the hospital entrance.
Never mind you. I'm wasting my time here. I need another drink. It's like really dry here. Lisa, sweetheart, I told you not to call me here. Well, I just checked my voicemail and you left 9 messages in the last 2 hours. Oh, okay, look, it's very nice of you to worry, but I'm fine. We agreed to limit our calls, remember? No, she's not with me. She's back at the ranch, but... Well, of course I'm not smoking. I'm here for an operation. And why would I lie about that? Well, you talked to Teresa? Well, I told you never to call the office. Honey, you can't call me there. All right, look, I can hear you're upset. Listen, I'll have Teresa wire you a few $1,000s to your account. You run out and buy something pretty, and we'll drink some champagne and talk about this when I get out, okay? Yeah, I promise. No cigarettes. No, darling, that hasn't changed, okay? Once I recover, I'll tell her. I promise. Look, I gotta run, darling, okay? I'll call you in a few. No, I love you too. Bye-bye.
Did you see that fantastic hat Mr. Dexter was wearing? I love cowboys. We need more of those in Hokkaido. You think a girl like me could wear a Stetson? I'm sure they have beautiful lady versions. Oh, that and cowboy boots. Love it! I think I'm gonna be a cowgirl in my next life. Or at least a reverse cowgirl. From down under?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know. It reminds me of when I had my corrective surgery. Shh! Don't tell anyone. I mean, they just lifted my brows a little bit. I look so fresh. You should do that too. Just don't overdo it. Then people will think you're really surprised all the time. But seriously, you need it. Remember, we get a good discount.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm sorry, my mind's just wandering.
I love it up here. It makes me feel like I can see what everyone's up to.
It's changed so much, though. Remember when you could see all the way past the school?
Oh, you didn't hear? They demolished that whole area. Pretty recently. I think it's a police training school or something now. For a bit, I thought it had something to do with all the men with guns around here lately.
I wouldn't mind a little more change if it got rid of them.
Have you seen a girl around? Short hair with a bright green bag?
Sorry.
Shit. She said she'd meet me here.
She's probably running late.
Yeah. She used to be really reliable, though. When we were in school, she was my rock. She always let me copy her notes. She would never have kept me waiting like this. Sometimes it feels like she's changed.
People change.
It's stupid, but I'm kind of scared she's outgrowing me. Like maybe she's changing, but I'm just staying the same. I'm just, I don't know, dead weight.
She agreed to meet you in the middle of the night, in the rain. No one does that if they don't care.
I guess that's true. Oh, I feel like kind of an asshole for asking her out now. She's probably ruining her shoes in this weather, just so we can get drinks.
Maybe you can pick up the tab.
That's a good idea.
He volunteered himself. Wow, that's dedication.
The curator's as bipolar as they come. He is the ideal test subject. Besides, if he had to go through proper channels, it would take years to get cleared for human testing. Neurochips. It smells of cybernetics. Doesn't sit right with a lot of people.
So the Ether R&D team put a chip in his brain, and it monitors and adjusts his neurochemical levels to balance his mood.
They even took it one step further. There's a manual controller, which he keeps in his living quarters. You know, in case he decides he needs a bit more oomph.
You're kidding.
It's pretty clever when you think about it. Treating bipolar disorder is one thing, but you gotta think mass market. I mean, who wouldn't like a controlled boost of oxytocin when they're out of town?
Yeah, this sounds like a slippery slope.
Easy for you to say. You're not on the market. Mind you gotta be careful where you keep the thing. A couple days ago, the curator sat on the controller in a sleeping capsule, accidentally gave himself a shot of downers. Took him hours to figure out why he was feeling so depressed.
That's kind of funny.
It is. Just don't say it to his face. You don't want to end up in storage.
Oh, why'd you have to say that?
Hey, did you check out the right-sided donor heart they brought in last night?
Yeah, doesn't the curator have it locked up in the organ vault?
Yeah, I mean, but you can see it through the glass. I just can't stop watching it, you know? It's eerie. Shape and arteries all reversed like an alien.
Just don't think about where it came from.
Yeah, I know. It's probably some tragic accident. I feel horrible, but that's the beauty of the donor system, man. Even in death, there's life. It was perfect timing, too. Almost like it was meant to be.
You're gullible. Look, do the math. This patient, Sodas, needs a right-sided heart, and one just appears within days. From Brazil. A right-sided heart. Does that seem like a happy coincidence to you?
Wait. What are you saying?
He's called the curator for a reason, okay? He collects things. Sometimes he forgets to ask.
You're talking about organ harvesting.
No, I'm not talking about anything. And neither are you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, still like watching the heart in its little box?
It's me. Are the final details in place? Oh, well, he was very handsomely rewarded. Not that he fully understood the rarity of the boy's magnificent heart, of course. Oh, that goes without saying. I do still wish we'd be able to put it into someone, well, younger, frankly. There are only so many years left in the old man, after all. Such is the nature of my art. I take and I give. Perhaps once Soda's body has given up, I can recollect the heart. There's a certain poetry to that, I think. That's for another time. We'll talk again. Ah, this really is the life, isn't it? Glistening organs, peace and quiet.
This is my dream job. To be here as a student is a lifelong fantasy come true. I will do everything I can to excel every single day. To think of the things we can achieve here, I mean, it's amazing.
Performing with excellence is the ideal we all strive towards here at Gamma. If we all do the best we can, there is nothing that cannot be done. Our craft is the most noble of them all.
I am honored to work with you, sir.
Good man. All right, I need to check on some emails. It's Ito. You called earlier. Just the usual things. Organs coming in, curation, distribution. Was there something particular you wanted? Oh, it's fine. The headache stopped a few weeks ago. I feel like we're reaching a good place with the dosage. Look, I still need to adjust it myself once in a while, but... it's been hard to find the time. I know the reports are important, and that there is a small, shall we say, backlog, but I'm getting to it. How is the control group holding up? Really? Oh, she seemed like the most stable of the chimps. What happened? I see. And the assistant? I assume he was let go. The river. Harsh, but fair, I suppose. Well, how anyone could mistake that for a TV remote is beyond me. You really must work harder on getting quality staff, you. No, nobody will be able to accidentally play around with my remote. It's safely tucked away in my bunk here at Gamma. Don't worry. Well, in short, everything is running smoothly here. The chip works, dosage is nearly there. We should be ready for human trials soon. I have to run. Cherry Pip! I think I saw you working through the night a few days ago.
Yeah, I come to work happy every day. It's honestly why I spend so much time here. 16-hour workdays seem like a gift at Gamma. Another 6 years or so, and I'll be through my training.
Well, there's a lot to learn, and only so much time to learn it in, but you're making great progress. Keep your focus on work. I hope you will make us all proud.
I humbly appreciate everything you are doing for me. I will not let you down.
Very well. Oh, I need to go check on some things. Back later. Chu, it's Ito. I need another delivery. It's for an old acquaintance of ours. She's booked her 5th replacement in 3 years. Really appreciates your work. As do I, of course. Exactly. She's looking for amber eyes this time. I know. They're quite rare. But that's why she came to me. Can you provide? I understand. Any estimates on delivery time and cost? Fine. No, it's just fine. She's AB positive. I guess that accounts for her indecisive nature. Indeed. That's wonderful, Hannibal. We'll talk again in a few days. Oh, my. This space. The colors.
Wow,
the
a
shapes.
bodyguard.
It's beautiful. Exactly as it needs to be. A place for everything and everything in its proper place. Oh, my goodness. Oh, why haven't I noticed before? I need to share this with my babies. You're excused. I need some time alone with my babies. Come back later. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hello, look at you. Oh, you're a pretty one, aren't you? Ooh. comes the old poisonous cloud bank rolling in. Oh, how did I imagine I could escape it? Oh, this is who I am. Always will be. I bank on the misery of others. I fill up a tiny space. It'll close up fast when I'm gone. I leave this world as a simple stain on a rock far below this loathsome place.
I'm sure you have your ways.
I will have time for one final thought, one defiant act against the darkness. It'll be enough.
Amusing. In a way, I suppose he was in his day. Not for much longer.
This is as good a spot as any. One small step, that's all it takes. From this height, there's no return. No second, third, or fourth chances. Perhaps if I go head first, the fall will crush that cursed microchip first. A fitting end, I'd say. So, Excelsior. Ah! This is as good a spot as any. One small step, that's all it takes. There's a sudden craving for peanuts. Smooth saltiness. Why, I can almost taste them now. Oh, how marvelous. Maybe, chocolate? Whoa, yes! Oh, why, I'm in complete control of my gustatory nerve. Oh, my babies need to know about this. There it is, my nemesis. The darkness from beyond sanity. It tears its terrible claws at the fragile walls of medication that have been built in futility against its dreadful onslaught. I was a fool to think escape was ever an option. What's that sound?
Getting lightheaded.
It's like a gentle humming in the back of my head. With an electrical current running down my spine, tingling in my fingers. My senses are peaking. Have to go see my babies! Alas, the exquisite horror of reality confronts me yet again. It feels like breathing an atmosphere of sorrow, chilling me to the bone. How did I ever imagine being able to escape that old ghost? That sensation. Is that... was my foe? The sadness that fills my heart returns once more. Cloud my eyes and mind. I believed myself free. But this is who I am. Ah, yes. This room really is laid out perfectly. Nothing out of place. Everything has its purpose. Oh, feels so much like home. Oh. Well, I should go check on my collection. And so the darkness creeps in from the banks of my distant memories. A fog of disillusion and terror. Perhaps my true love really is melancholy. Escape is as much an illusion as happiness, isn't it? There's a sudden craving for peanuts. Smooth saltiness. I can almost taste them now. Oh, how marvelous. Maybe...
Whoa now, Mr. Bodyguard, what's up? Oh, wow.
Come on, you ready? We've got a shot fired. Shooter on scene. Find him.
Copy that.
Hello, thank you for watching my latest project. This was still made for my phone. I'm currently working on getting my PC together and functioning. But yeah, this is the longest video I've ever made. And I plan to make a lot more and a lot longer once I can. So look forward to that in the imminent future. I just really want to do this for a long time. It's an idea I've had for a while.
Arm's length, buddy? That'd be great.
It's especially funny because, like, I'm the guy who's known for making Talking to the Targets, and now I'm making another series where I'm talking to everybody but the targets, which is very amusing. Anyway, if you're new here, subscribe, like, comment, and shit. And enjoy whatever content comes out in the future. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Everything is just running smoothly.